I'm make una see this problem. But the freeze go do one video. For the video, it say Peter Obi, the reason why no go support Peter Obi now because Peter Obi work with Abacha. Peter Obi work with Babangida. Say person if he work with all those kind of people, say the person no be better person. So those people say for to work with those caliber of people. And I talk with him too. The next thing as those people begin attack and begin correct and say, come, make him bring proof. As that the freeze no get proof, now that the freeze do another video, you can say Chineke na lay. That the freeze go do another video, because they talk say, Obi is a good man. They give Obi oil well, he reject him. Oh, I clap for him. In a lie, na scope. Chineke na lay. That the freeze. That the freeze off here.
Maybe at the helm of affairs of the country. I was a very big Peter Obi supporter, but one of the things that made me pull back was the fact that I questioned something about 2-3 years ago, and everybody came after me. And I'm like, no. We're not going to have a leader that we cannot question. And I would love His Excellency Peter Gregory Obi to address this question. What was your role in the Abacha administration?
How much you want to see the video? You want to see the video where the freeze do the question Peter Obi say, say what be the hero for Abacha time? Say person work with Abacha and all those kind of things. When people begin ask and say make him bring proof, now that the freeze call you scope, go do another video. See, Obi na good man. Chineke na lay. We're gonna see the video here. Chineke na lay.
So there was a time when Peter Obi was offered an oil block by the Jonathan administration, and he refused it. That is indeed commendable. That shows a leader that has leadership potential and leadership qualities. He wasn't selfish. He wasn't thinking of his pockets, but rather of national interest. Kudos to you, Peter Obi. You see, I always keep my criticisms and my praise balanced. God bless us all.
How much about they say that the freeze, you know, balance anything? It's a criticism, you balance, you know, balance. I don't know why I don't like Peter Obi. I don't know why many celebrities don't like him. I don't know why I don't like this man. If you don't like him, come back to their futures. Then they go through the corner. They say you want balanced diet. Don't be balanced diet. Now you want beans. That the freeze don't get proof. You don't get evidence. They Peter Obi work with Abacha. You know. Say as election they come now, they're gonna tell people to spoil Obi reputation. Obi na thief. Obi na robber. Obi don't collect 1 or 2. Obi that this person. Obi head be like Coco. Nah lie. You don't go walk.
That the freeze, I dare you to ask Tinubu why the country is like this. You dey go ask Peter. Is Peter Obi the president of this country? That the freeze, I am disappointed in you. You don't understand? Now only you come outside now, they attack Peter Obi. Is Peter Obi the president of this country? Let me know. Is Peter Obi the president of Nigeria? You they ask Peter Obi question. You're asking him question as someone that will fix the current situation of the country. Now you they talk about Peter Obi then, his relationship and what he had with Abacha. Who no say Peter Obi was the chairman of Apapa Port, and Abacha then wanted to form a port decongestion, and by so doing they formed a port decongestion committee, and Peter Obi be chairman. Now the reason Obi made that, wetin Obi they try talk, and you they do like say you don't know, you they act like say you don't know. The reason he said, no matter how bad a government is, even if that president na the most wicked person, if you listen to the people, things will work. There will be solution. Now wetin make I do that, that say yes, Abacha listened to them and they formed the committee. Now you they come attack Obi. Obi should tell you what he had with Abacha. What do you need that very what do you need the whole stuff for? What will go help us do with the present day situation in Nigeria? We are suffering in Nigeria. Fuel don't rise, rice don't rise. We know they even now, you know, say everything that don't turn up. You know, Nigeria, whenever anything goes up, we don't even get price control for Nigeria. When anything goes up, you know, they come down. Now we don't they see fuel as 900, 1,000 as a normal thing. Nothing we don't go up, we don't come down since it is start to go up. Now you they come attack. You are asking Peter Obi question. As what? Have you questioned the present day government? That the please, I dare you to ask Tinubu why the country is like this. You they go ask Peter, is Peter Obi the president of this country? What do you need him to tell? What is all this question? How will it affect us as citizens now? We are talking about now. You're talking about 2027. The people who go vote for 2027, what if they die finish before 2027? You don't care about what will happen now? That the first question Tinubu asked Tinubu, why is Nigeria the way it is? The so-called buying of people, unaliving of people in Benue State and other parts of Nigeria. Have you come outside to ask Tinubu what they don't do to those people? Because it not happen to you, it not happen to your family. You dey question Peter Obi. How will this question you're asking Peter Obi affect us as Nigerians? No, they behave like hypocrites. You say that your anger started when Peter Obi supporters started attacking you. That means you never liked Peter Obi. You have been paid, allegedly. They don't pay you. Yes. They don't bankroll you as you did like this. You did list. Because this question where they ask, what do you need it for? Was Peter Obi the president? Peter Obi was only a chairman of a particular part of, was he the president of Nigeria? Question Abacha, question his wife, his family. You're questioning Peter Obi. What do you need this question for? Ask Tinubu why we are suffering now. You just come, you say because Obi supporters attacked you. As a man, when you be like, say, you support Hush Puppy, you they promote crime, Daddy Freeze. The same you. Now you they support crime. Yes, now, you were promoting Hush Puppy, chilling with Hush Puppy. Obi no know say Hush Puppy na fraudster. Obi no know. Hush Puppy was a very serious fraudster. But now you they go snap with him, post with him. Anywhere on see money, on a day there. You're not a good person, it is clear. Allow people, what it concern, it's no matter anything what you want to do, Peter Obi no respond to you. Respond to me. Why? I dare you to ask Tinubu why Nigeria is the way it is now. I dare you. Since you be say you be ask anybody question, ask Tinubu. Ask Tinubu, what have they done with the people, the families of the people that were affected in Yelewata in Benue State? What did they don't do? After that same one, another strike took place. Some policemen were unalived. You talk anything, Nigeria they spoil. You no talk. Now Peter Obi with Abacha, 1993 to 1998. Now you they ask now. That the freeze man, I know they mess up for the country. When I go just get platform, they use them. They oppress and suppress the poor.
Now, hello guys, listen, this message is to Daddy Freeze. Daddy Freeze, I have a question for you. You said because Peter Obi worked with Abacha, that is where you have problem. Now, my question is, as Tunde Ojo now, the great man, where they work with Tinubu now, in fact, the man we know what thing they do for this Tinubu government, the only minister we know what thing they do for this Tinubu government, Tunde Ojo. So tomorrow, if he runs for presidency, I will say because Tunde Ojo work with Tinubu, that means I will not vote for him. That's my question I want to ask you. So because Peter Obi work with Abacha, that makes him an accomplice to whatever Abacha did. I don't understand the hate with this Peter Obi, man. I don't understand. So are you trying to say now you will choose anybody just because was Peter Obi the only person that worked with Abacha? Do you know if Tinubu also worked with Abacha? Do you know if any of all those other... There is no northern president now that have ruled Nigeria that did not work for Abacha. There is nobody that did not work for Abacha. But are you not working with them? Are you not working with them? I'm asking you. Bro, stop this thing, man. Nigeria is in a mess already. Nigeria is in a mess. And you're talking about Peter Obi worked for Abacha. That is your reason. Your reason is not because he's incompetent. Your reason is not because the guy is a criminal. Your reason is not because the guy has been caught peddling drugs or any other thing. Your reason is not, makes absolutely no sense because he worked with somebody. Do you know the people we are working with today? Do you know? Your boss that you worked for in the radio station. Do you know who he is? Who? You know who be your boss? That boss that you worked with in the radio station. Do you know his boss? So if your boss have worked with Abacha, that means you will not work for him because you worked for Abacha. Bro, give excuse where makes sense. I beg. Nigeria is in a mess already. Don't come online and be talking what doesn't make sense. Peter Obi is the only man right now if he rule this called Nigeria right now as we speak. If you don't like it, then put it aside. Don't come out and give some flimsy excuses. He worked with Abacha. Okay, what's your explanation? Why I don't like him? Because he worked with Abacha. On what grounds? What did he do wrong working with Abacha? Peter Obi just worked as a tax force officer. He was given a role to play. He was not even the MD of the ports. Get your facts right, bro. And some of these our podcast guys, you guys should go and study hard. Study hard. You need to be more intellectually sound than the person you are inviting, so you can defend certain things, not just sit back and hear crap.
Imagine claiming that your greatest criticism of Peter Obi is that he worked hand in hand with Abacha, and then days later, you admit you need to call rain or mockery to clarify your own statements, not the internet, no documents. What a loud, confident example of intellectual laziness. So, on the Honey Bunch podcast, Daddy Freeze said, "My greatest criticism of Peter Obi is that he worked hand in hand with Abacha." Days after, Daddy Freeze posted on his IG a call with Reno, asking him to clarify Peter Obi's role in Abacha's regime. Really? That is irresponsible commentary, careless journalism, making noise first, checking facts later. Now, the issue. Did Peter Obi work for Abacha? No. Peter Obi was never an employee or official of the Nigerian Ports Authority. The fact is, in the 1990s, Obi was a businessman, chairman of Fidelity Bank, and active in the private sector. Here is what really went down. Peter Obi and other importers petitioned the Abacha government about congestion at Tin Can Island port. In response, Abacha invited Peter Obi to Aso Rock and asked him to chair a temporary port decongestion task force. It was a 3 to 4 month assignment, not a formal job, not a government appointment, not a paid role. Even Peter Obi himself once clarified, "I never worked in the Nigerian Port Authority. I was appointed into a temporary port committee after raising concerns." So, is that a crime? So let's assume for a moment that Peter Obi chaired a task force under Abacha. Is that the moral crime that the Freeze frames it to be? Did Dora Akinyomi not serve under Obasanjo? Did Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala not serve under Jonathan? Were they not all praised for their excellence? Now, question to Daddy Freeze. If Obi's short-term role in solving a national problem is your greatest criticism, then you have to condemn every businessman, contractor, or employee who contributed to Nigeria during military regimes, because under that logic, 90% of Nigerian professionals worked for Abacha. Let's talk about Daddy Freeze. If you want to critique associations, let's look at yours. Freeze, you were close to Hush Puppy, a convicted internet fraudster. You regularly praise and associate with Pastor Toby Adegboyega, a man under investigation in the UK for financial misconduct. You defended Hush Puppy as misunderstood, but you're condemning Peter Obi for chairing a decongestion committee. So what is worse, helping reduce port congestion in Nigeria as of 1997 or dining with confirmed fraudsters in 2020? What makes this even more dangerous is that Daddy Freeze has got a large platform, yet he did not do the most basic research. Instead, he says something provocative, and then days later, let's call Reno to confirm. Now, let's be clear. Peter Obi did not work for Abacha. He chaired a short-lived task force to solve a national crisis. That is not complicity. That is contribution. Take care and have a nice day.